What's up everybody, my name's Shans and today we're taking a look at an unstoppable Mono Green Stompy. And you can tell I'm super excited about this because I love Mono Green in general. So when a deck in Mono Green can just smash stuff up and do really good, I'm super happy about it. So we're diving into Standard 2021 Ranked, that brand new format that Wizards has given us to give a sort of peek-see into the future, what it's going to look like, all that beautiful stuff. And I gotta say, I'm super happy that this deck exists within that standard. So if you're interested in the other mono colors, white, blue, green, red, whatever, this is green, you get what I'm saying, be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of the channel as we are going through knocking out all the mono colors and then going through and doing all the dual colors. So diving into this deck here that we have, it's the biggest, greenest, stompiest monsters you could imagine, right? We have 4 copies of Gilded Goose. Speaking of big green stompy monsters, this is going to allow us to ramp up as well as keep ourselves healthy up against those aggro matchups. Ranger's Guile is going to allow us to keep our keep our creatures protected with hexproof and the +1/+1. Sometimes it's meaningful, sometimes it's just sort of nice. Next up, we have Stone Cold Serpent, because sometimes you just end up with a ton of mana, or you have 2 Castle Garenbrigs down, you're like, what am I going to do with all this mana? Oh yeah, there's a big old protection from multicolor reach trampler with counters on it, creature that I can just summon at my whim. Next up, we have 2 copies of Primal Might, gonna boost up our creatures with +X/+X, where X is how much mana we pour into this, right? And then it fights up to 1 target creature we don't control, so great removal and great for ramping our Stone Cold or really anything, even our Goose, right? Because it's flying, so if you ramp the Goose and have it fight something, you're removing something and you're getting a flyer to just deal damage. Next up, we have 2 copies of Heroic Intervention, because sometimes Ranger's Guile isn't enough. This is going to give your permanents hexproof and indestructible, so it will protect your Great Henge as well as all your creatures and planeswalkers. Next up, we have 2 copies of Elysian Caryatid. This is going to allow you to ramp up a little bit, and especially since you have so many creatures that have power 4 or greater in this deck, right? Look at all your 3-drops, Yorvo, Garruk's Harbinger, Lovestruck Beast, all power 4 or greater, and then you have Questing and fucking Gemrazer and Gigantosaurus and Elder Gargaroth. It's really, really awesome, right? Next up, we have 2 copies of Ram Through for some more removal. Also, if you can get trample down on your creatures, then you're just dealing tons of damage through. Great way to add trample in case, you know, you want to throw it in and you don't see it here in the deck, or maybe you don't have some of these mythics or rares, because there are a lot of them. Is Garruk's, or Garruk's, however you want to say it, Uprising. It's a 3-mana enchantment that allows you to draw a card whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield. Or if you already have one down and you play it, then it draws you a card then too, and it gives all your creatures trample. It's really kind of nice. I left it out here because I don't think it's necessarily efficient enough. I think Mono Green Stompy with the Garruk Planeswalker has enough trample within it to sort of deal with the opponent. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. 3 copies of Scavenging Ooze to help us exile the opponent's graveyard, and this is going to help, of course, with cycling decks and with the Euro decks and all that kind of stuff, right? Next up, as I have already mentioned, we have Lovestruck Beast, because it's a big old 5/5. We have Garruk's Harbinger, which is great because it's going to allow us to pull out our Garruk Planeswalker as well as other creatures, not to mention the fact that it has hexproof from black, and it's a 4/3, so it's a solid body. Then we have the lovely Yorvo, is going to come down with 4 +1/+1 counters and then get more and more +1/+1 counters whenever we play other green creatures, which is really nice. We have Gemrazer to deal with our opponent's artifacts and enchantments, not to mention the fact that this allows us to put a 4/4 trampling body on something like the Ooze, right? Or if we have, you know, 3 counters on Stone Cold and then we put Gemrazer on it, now it's a 7/7 with reach and trample. So all these interactions are really, really nice for us. Garruk Unleashed, our Garruk Planeswalker, is honestly very, very nice. So 4 mana for this 4 loyalty Planeswalker +1, and a target creature gets +3/+3 and trample, right? So you give this to your Questing Beast, and now you got a 7/7 with Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste, and Trample. That's kind of laughable, right? The -2 ability I really like to use in the sense that you're supposed to use it. Go figure, right? So create a 3/3 green beast creature token, then if an opponent controls more creatures than you, put a loyalty counter on Garruk Unleashed. So I try to only use this if we are behind in creatures, right, and we sort of need to rebuild our board. Next up, we have the -7, which is an emblem. At the beginning of your end step, we're going to search through the library, find a creature card we want, and just slap it down on the battlefield, right? That pretty much allows us to win. Questing Beast, as I had mentioned, 4 mana 4/4 with a ton of stuff stacked onto it and can kill planeswalkers and can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. It's pretty much everybody, or every mono green lover's dream, right? Next up we have Elder Gargaroth, 5 mana for a 6/6 with Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. The other dream of every mono green Stompy fan, right? Whenever it attacks or blocks, you get to create a 3/3, you get to gain life, or you get to draw a card. So pretty much whatever you need. Next up, we have 2 copies of Gigantosaurus, because some matches you're just going to ramp perfectly, you're just going to hit the flow right, and you're going to get this down on turn 3, you're going to turn around and get a Great Hinge down on turn 4, and it's just going to be off the races from there, right? You're just going to be playing tons of stuff and tons of creatures and smashing in over and over and over again, and well, it's Mono Green Stompy, so I would expect nothing less. Now, all that being said and out of the way, we do have 3 copies of Castle Garenbrig. If you have Castle Garenbrig, I do highly recommend you throw it in there. Of course, if you have any recommendations, suggestions, leave them down in the comments. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoy the video, and of course, if you're enjoying the content here on the channel, subscribe and hit that bell icon, because it makes me, YouTube, Magic, people, it makes everybody happy, right? It'll even make you happy because you'll get all the notifications. Anyways, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and hop into this awesome deck. Anyway, serious. I'm gonna keep this because we have the Lovestruck, and again, if I can get that Garruk's Harbinger down, or even the Lovestruck, and make the Great Hinge cost less, sign me up. Biggie Poplar, what's up? Raising a hand in chat. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem. I actually build a ton of decks that I don't have the cards for, and I do it a lot whenever a new set first comes out, because I'm like, alright, once I get these cards, I'm gonna go play these decks. And then I never remember it, and I'll find it like 2.5 months later, and I'm like, oh, hey, look, there's all the deck ideas from months ago. And, you know, sometimes I'll still have some, like, good ideas in there. I'm like, ooh, this is a hidden gem. Here recently, though, since I had the vacation, my like, past month, 2 months have been, I don't want to say rough, because they've been nice, you know, getting to take a vacation is always nice, but they've been hectic, I guess is the best word for it there, right? It's been a little hectic. Now we could use Primal Might to remove something of theirs. I just want to get the Lovestruck Beast down. You know, if we draw into another card and I can get the Great Hinge down off the back of the Lovestruck Beast, I'm always a happy camper with that, so. Merit. It feels like they're playing a Lourdes deck, but them getting rid of 2 Village Rites, that feels nice for me. They're probably going to swing it with the Mire Triton. Why are they swinging with Arcfiend's Vessel, I wonder? Well, we definitely blocked the Vessel. I can't bring it back this turn anyways. Damn it, we didn't hit a land. That's a little unfortunate. Now we could go Primal Might, take out their 2/2 zombie, and then have Lovestruck Beast swing in for a lot of damage. That doesn't sound bad. Also getting down Scavenging Ooze and then just exiling Arcfiend's Vessel doesn't sound bad either, though, so. You know. Gotta weigh your options and whatnot. We're still getting in for 5. What was that? Lovestruck? Okay, interesting. They may have called the Death Dweller. Maybe that's what they were going for here. Merit. You're gonna exile your own graveyard? Arcfiend's Vessel. And an Arcfiend's Vessel. Ooh, that's a board. That's a mother-freaking fracking board. Damn, still no freaking lands. Alright, well. Again, we could use Primal Might +2. We can take out the Merit. I almost rather go Gemrazer onto the Ooze, though, and take out the Merit Calls the Dead, right? So they don't gain life and scry and all that crazy shit. Oh, we could just kill Merit as well. That's hard to say no to. That information, I think, is way too key. We're not swinging in. We're not. I'm sorry. I really want to get that Great Hinge down. Whoa, Strider. They're like exiling the hell out of their own graveyard there. I was about to say, they still can't really do anything. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. They only have one, yeah, they only have one creature over there. So again, we could Primal Might, Lovestruck, take out Tom Merritt, or Primal Might, Lovestruck, take out Woe Strider. I think I actually might need to take out Woe Strider. Like, what if they have a Bastion of Remembrance or some shit like that in their hand, right? We'll risk it. We'll risk it for the biscuit one more turn. That way I can use it on the Gemrazer and we can have a big old trampler to swing in. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, which means we could do... Oh, Ramper would be beautiful. If we could draw into a Ramper, that'd be nice. Village Rites, just off the bat for them to draw some cards. And a Woe Strider. Alright, interesting. I mean, they have quite a board, but... I like what you're thinking there, but I beat you to it. Alright, so if we throw down the Garruk, it only causes 1 loyalty to start putting down creatures as well. Could give +3/+3. I like the idea of going for a Garruk and a Scavenging Ooze in the same turn. Really builds our board out. Although we really need to get down Yorvo as well. Fuck, I didn't think about that. It'll be alright though, it'll be alright. Ooh, Gigantosaurus. Corpse Churn, interesting. And a Yara. Okay. And they're passing. Alright, am I getting down the Yorvo now? I think so. This is a fun game. Even if we don't win it, I'm having fun. So thank you, Sirius, for allowing me this opportunity. Honestly, it's nice. It's lovely. I want to get down the Goose in case we draw into another Gemrazer. Being able to mutate onto the Goose and having that flyer just wreck face sounds lovely. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 6 plus 3 is 9. So we can give 9 points of damage to our Goose. That's not bad.
Respect for nature is always return.
I mean, I could just start going ham, right? They'll use the Tom Merritt to block. Goose should be able to take him out just by itself, right? And we have so much life gain between the food and the Great Hinge. I think we're all right. Woe Strider. What? Lovestruck Beast. Don't be mad at me. I got a Gigantosaurus. I'm gonna play a Gigantosaurus. God damn it. I just want to send something at him, you know what I mean? So that plus the Time Merit, I'm guessing. No, just that? You're so ballsy. You're so... so ballsy. I guess we could have played down the Lovestruck Beast. I'm sorry. That was a misplay on my part. It's alright. We still have the big old Primal Might combo we can do next turn. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can give our Goose 7 from that, which puts it up to 8 damage, then 3 from Garruk. So yeah, our Goose can deal 11 damage come the next turn, which is just crazy. Long match though, but a fun one, right? Real fun one. And if we win this, we'll end up going 3-0, which means we're undefeated with Mono Green in ranked. Mono Green still got some nice heavy hitters. It's got life gain. It's got the early big creatures to deal with Mono Red, Lovestruck, you know, the Gemrazer. It can deal with artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, I don't know. It feels really fucking good. Oh, they got a flyer. How many though? How many did they get back there? I only saw the one. Oh no, they just got it down. They just sacrificed it. They didn't even bring it back. Oh no, they did. It's over here on the side. What are you talking about, Chance? Hyping shit up for no reason. Shut up. Alright, now I'll show you how to play a game of Magic. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Alright. This one to that one. Does that work? Yeah? Okay, perfect. Not enough to kill it, right? Not enough to kill him, but mighty fucking close, huh? Mighty close. That was terrible. That was a terrible accident. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and play pretend with y'all. That was just god awful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was seeing if we had more creatures so we could just overpower them, but we don't, so we can't. They're gonna use Time Merit to try to stay alive here. Oh, down to 3. They're really trying. I shall not die. Lol, this board state. Yeah, right. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I probably could have already had my Garruk emblem by now, right? Where I just get to put creatures on the battlefield if I hadn't been creating these little 3/3s. Uh-oh, they got 2 flyers in the sky now. Whatever shall we do? We're up to 7 health. Do we actually have enough to finish them off? It essentially has 12 points of health. 8 points of health. God damn it. Serious? Are you serious? Just barely hanging on. Barely. Alright, well, this should be their last few, what's it called, right?
They're a stampede of one.
So we're taking them down to 2. So close. I guess we could have used Ranger's Guile, taking them down to 1, right? Oh, no, because Goose was the thing allowing us to have extra mana. Right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we might could have gotten through there. No, but we only have Trample on Gemrazer. Never mind. It's sad that we actually can't finish them here. Not quite yet. I mean, we're still very much in control, and I have almost zero doubt that we lose. But you never know. Could an extinction event hit us that hard? I mean, they'd probably choose odd, right? Get rid of our flyer. The only thing we'd be left with is the Gemrazer, the tokens, and the ooze. Extinction event could be pretty good, but if they choose odd, it also gets rid of all their Woe Striders and the Yaras, so. Come on, Sirius, show me the money. They still don't have enough creatures, though, realistically, to defend against what I'm bringing to the table, right? Surely not. For 5 defenders. I think we got him just off the back of like this guy, right? Gigantosaurus.
I like to think big.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. GG. Patricio Zuba? Patricio Zuba. Hope that's right. There's no real like early plays here, but we do have the Ram through Primal Might and Garruk's Harbinger, and it's hard for me to say no to that, so we'll play a little risky, I guess. Soul God Lantern. Well, thank God we're not one of those decks. But I understand that sentiment wholeheartedly. So we'll say nice for the Soul God, because that's... I understand. We should probably throw some... Do I have Soul God in here? No, but we have the Ooze. That's right. That's right. Hey, Lovestruck Beast. Even better than the Harbinger as far as reducing the cost of the Great Hinge down, right? Means we still need 1 land, but just 1 land. Riddle form. Riddle form. Oh, nice. There's that other land. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get the Lovestruck Beast down then, huh? And then next turn, hopefully we can go straight into the Great Hinge. That's the idea. Tormod's wow, they really don't want you to have a graveyard. Not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about counter spells here. I think we swing in first. Yep. And that is why, folks, and that is why. Get rid of that brazen, baby. Now, do we want to go ahead and get down the Garruk's Harbinger? Oh, no, we can still get down the Great Hinge. Right, because we increased the power. Beautiful. Alright, well... So we got rid of the Brazen Bar. The opponent's on the same cards as us. They do get to draw 1 here, though. You could have another bar, or if so, what do they bounce? The Great Hinge? More than likely, right? Even still, in bouncing the Great Hinge, though, we could replay it and get down Garruk's Harbinger. Alright, Patricio Zuba, what you got for me? By the way, is Stone Cold Serpent rotating? I forgot to check that. We probably should. We are going to go for the Yorvo first. Even if it gets countered, that's fine. We still have the Harbinger to come down. Nope, it lands. It's red-blue. I think I'm fine committing red-blue. But before we do... Yeah. Sorry, my phone's going off. Make sure it's nothing important. It's not. Alright, got rid of that. They unsummon. I guess we didn't have to ram through that thing, right? Nah, well. Still got a big old Yorvo down on the field, and we can still throw this 1/1 white back down. Right back down. There we go. Now on our next turn, we actually do have lethal if we just want to use Primal Might on Yorvo. We'll have to see though. If they have mana up, I don't feel safe doing that, right? We shall see. Shock. You got it. And Stormwing. That means we win, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we win. Unless they play like a blue and then an unsummon or something, right? Nope. Alright. Easy, easy, GG. Oh, we still had 1 mana left over too. Whoops. Cool beans, cool beans. Picking up our first victory. Seat. Please don't steal my seat. Seems fun, right? Get a little loosey-goosey in the beginning. Then we got Harbinger and Gemrazer to come on down afterwards. Feels like Mono Green's still fairly strong. Do I want to rush the Harbinger? That's a good question. Part of me says, hell yes, rush it. The other part says, go for the Gemrazer rush. We're going for the Harbinger. Turn 2 Harbinger, that could be really good for us, right? And who knows, they may not be able to put a creature down. They may not be able to have an answer. And if they don't, beautiful. If they do, whatever. A goose of their own, so they're definitely gonna block with that goose, right? So if I Gemrazer onto my goose, I can have 8. Yeah, hell yeah. I can destroy their food, right? So they won't even have it in the future. And then we're also getting in with tons of damage, so that's good. 2-0, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.